Hello everyone. So I am back again with another video. As you can see, I'm wearing the same t-shirt, but I wanted to share a story time. This is a story time of how I ended up in Peterborough, Ontario, small town, Canada. And it was the most random, the most chaotic, because I almost got into a fight. Craziest weekend of my life. So if this is what you want to hear, stick around for my story time. So this was in, let's say, early 2000s. I can't remember the exact date, but from high school I had a best friend that she was also Salvadorian, and she was like your chola, like, you know, gangster, like Latina, the whole like eyeliner, like she was so beautiful, and like I loved her. So we're gonna call her Reina. So Reina was, like I said, Salvadorian, so we had that in common. And just going back to, if you saw my short on punk rocker meets reggaeton, she was in that concert. She was at that concert, and it was funny because she was surprised to see me. Literally, like, she was like, and I'm not gonna generalize, but like Salvadorians, okay, Latinas, but like Salvadorian girls, most of them are a little bit more like on the chubbier side, voluptuous. Like, she was voluptuous, okay? She had like an ass for days, and like she would dress up as J-Lo for like Halloween, and she literally, like, it was like she ate 2 J-Los or maybe 3. But anyways, beautiful girl. So Reina had this boyfriend, and I think this is going to touch on like some things that I lived with her. And like, this was, I guess, because I, as a teenager, was not about like, oh my god, I need a boyfriend, like boys, like I wasn't that girl. I was not about the boyfriends. I had a boyfriend, but he claimed me, not me claiming him, and that's how we ended up together. But you know, I wasn't about like the dating life and oh my god, I want to talk to boys, and like I wasn't a teenager. She was. And another thing that we had in common was that she grew up with a Uruguayan stepdad, and my mom's best friend was Uruguayan, so I grew up with Uruguayan people, the community. Like, I can speak to you and show, because like from when I was 3 years old, I was like, you know, associating with these people. So, you know, and I was very involved in the community as well. The Uruguayans are a very small community here in Toronto, particularly. Salvadorians are like, we're a bigger community. It's funny because her son and her nephew ended up marrying Salvadorians, so there was that connection. Like, it was just meant to be. Like, the whole intermingling with Uruguayans and Salvadorians, it just needed to happen with this family. Anyways, so going back to my friend Reina, so we were best friends in high school, and of course that carried on till, you know, after high school, because like we weren't just friends in school, we were friends outside of school as well. Like, we would hang out outside of school. And I think it was that, like, that concert that we went to, like the Don Omar concert, that she was like, oh, this girl's cool, and she would invite me to like all her birthdays and stuff. And like, of course they would be drinking, smoking up and whatever, and I was like more like your chill person. Like, I would literally be just sitting there and like talking to everyone and like just, you know, feeling the vibe. That was me. That like at the parties, that was me. And then so at one point in her life, she decided to, like, I'm like really fast forwarding, but she decided to move to Peterborough and go to college there. And in Canada, college is college. Like, I guess community college, university is university. So she ended up going to some college over there, and I was just like, girl, like, where is Peterborough even? Like, I don't even know this place. Like, I've never heard of it. Like, I had never been outside of Toronto. I mean, yes, but like, did I know where I was? No, because we used to go camping, and like, when you go camping, you go up north in Ontario, but like, where? Who knows? I have no idea what it was called. Anyways, going back to how I ended up in Peterborough, there was this weekend, and it was like in winter. So at this time, like, you would have to take the Greyhound. So there was Greyhound, and you'd have to take it either, I think it was Yorkdale, or you would take it downtown. So there I go, packing my little backpack, and she was like, come and stay with me for this weekend. Like, we're gonna have fun, blah blah blah. All I needed her to say was, come stay with me, and I was literally already packing my bags and like going to see her. Sorry if this annoys you, but I just feel like it's slouchy. But anyways, so there I go, packing my bags, going downtown, taking, literally never bought a bus ticket ever in my life. So I was all like 500 million questions, like, oh, do I buy a ticket to like go and then come back, and like, how do I do it? And they were just looking at me like, little girl, like, just go home, okay? Go home and play Nintendo. But no, Raisa wanted to go visit her friend Reina in Peterborough. So I took the Greyhound, and like, I think it was like multiple stops. So like, I was literally being like super attentive and like trying to hear like when we would be getting to Peterborough. And as we're getting to Peterborough, there was like this huge snowstorm. There was a huge snowstorm, and I was just like, what am I even doing outside of my house? Like, I need to go home and, be like tucked in bed. But snow always does that to me. Like, whenever I see cold and like snow and like storms, I'm like, why did I even leave my house? So finally, we're reaching Peterborough, and I literally sat in front because I was like, I'm not ending up in like some other like town in Ontario, because I don't know anyone. Like, I don't know anyone outside of Toronto, and like, I don't want to be like lost. So the bus driver announces like, oh, Peterborough, we're getting to Peterborough. So there I go, like, I'm getting off this little bus, and like I said, it was a snowstorm. Like, you couldn't even see like in front of your face. Like, it was that bad. And so I text my friend, because at this time I was like texting, and like, it wasn't like full on like, oh, phone calls and whatever. We would text because it was cheaper. Like, if you did the phone calls, it wasn't as cheap. Anyways, like, if I go into like the whole telecommunication issue here in Canada, like, we're gonna have to fight, man. But anyways, because it's literally a whole mess. It's a mess. But anyway, so I text her, I'm here, I'm at the bus station, whatever. She's like, okay, I'm coming, right? So I'm waiting and waiting, and let me tell you, this girl is not like your punctual, like, if you tell her come at 4, like, she will probably show up at 8, like, that kind of Salvadorian. Guys, when I tell you that I'm literally waiting there, and I'm texting her like, where are you, because I am that person. I'm literally, if you tell me 4, I'm there at 3:45. So I'm texting her like, where are you, like, are you actually coming? like the regret coming in, like, seeping into me. And I see like a person coming at me in like the snowstorm, like the snow's like coming down, and like this person's coming at me, and I'm like, this is a man, this is not my friend. And like, the guy, literally hood, big jacket, everything, and like, he approaches me, It was her boyfriend. So I'm literally, like, we're literally looking at each other and we're squinting and we're like staring at each other. Literally, I'm not even kidding you, for like 5 minutes. And then I was like, Ramiro? And he was like, yeah. He's like, Raisa? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, oh, he's like, okay. He's like, let's go back. And I was like, okay. So I grabbed my little backpack and I'm walking behind him because I was like, what the fuck? Like, Reina, like, seriously? Like, how am I supposed to know you're sending your boyfriend to find me? Oh, I was annoyed. But anyway, so I get to her apartment because literally the town is so small. Like, the building was like literally like a block or two away. So we get to the apartment and she's like, Raisa, hugs me. And she's all like, do you want a shawarma? And I'm like, shawarma? What? Of course. So there I am, like, eating this like shawarma, or like I'm picking at it because I was all like nervous that I couldn't eat. Like, when I'm nervous, I can't eat. So I was like, oh, like, you know, I'm here, like, how are you? And she's like, yeah. She's like, we're gonna go to a birthday party. She's like, because we got invited to a birthday party, so we're gonna go. And she's like, oh, and by the way, because there was a girl like walking back and forth. And she was weird, okay? Weird. And so my friend's like, oh, this is, let's call her Reggie. Everybody's an R name in the story, okay? Her name is Reggie. So this girl, Reggie, ugly, like, you know those people that are like ugly personality, like a hateful, like, ugh. Showing already what I think of her. But anyway, so this girl, Reggie, my friend literally stops her and she's like, oh, this is my friend that I told you was coming. And she was kind of like, hey, like, kind of that attitude, but like in Spanish. And then I was just like, hi. And then she just like was doing her own thing. So my friend, she's like, literally, like, you know, trying to keep, like, talk to me and, like, you know, catch me up on like everything that has been happening in her life. And then she was like, oh, like, yeah, like, we're gonna be going to this party and we're waiting for, I'm just gonna say the guy's name because I don't think he remembers me, but like, we're waiting for Brad, but they would say it Brad. And so I was like, who's that guy? So we're waiting for Brad, and finally Brad comes, and it's gonna be Brad, the driver, Reina, Ramiro, the boyfriend, my friend's boyfriend, and his girlfriend, we're gonna call her Maria, his girlfriend Maria, and me. So how many people is that? Driver, boyfriend, my friend, me, and the girlfriend. So 5 people in this car. Getting there was so hectic. But so we get to this party, and like, there was like, obviously, like, I was the odd one out because everybody knew each other but me. And we're gonna leave it there. So we're gonna do a part 2, and my baby just woke up, that's why. So I will see you in the next video, to be continued. Ciao, ciao, bye.